On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Price. And he's got his man on the out route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. Price. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Price. It's caught. Jones. Give him 30 yards there.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Hey, eat. Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
70, Indy. Protein spill. Hey, exit. Now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Price now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check 3, check 3. Switch.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it. 6-6, bullet hot. Hey, Haywood.
Check hot route. Hot.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't want nothing. You don't want the quarter. You don't want to see me.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check 9.
Hey, alert. Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mike 5-4.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rosen going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
54. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hey, echo.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Come on, switch it.
Hey, Sam off. Let's go by.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Ready up. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Smooth.
55 is mine, guys, 55. You got nothing in there.
Here's Price to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Middle. Watch block, motion, block. He's checking. Crash. Watch the twist. Check 37.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 99.
Now Rosen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Check, 59. Go. Go. 49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw is Price. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
50, plant.
Check 55 to Mike. No, check.
Bravo.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Ready?
Price on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Team 6. Team 6. Yep.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
Steve Griffin.
Looking to throw. Price. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Price, operating from the gun. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Under two draw Porker.
Wide, get wide. Check three.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Price now. Going to throw again. That's complete to Smith. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
You ready?
X3, 2-8, you get it.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Check three.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
55's my guy, 55.
Here's Price, throwing on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Price. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
52's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Go.
52, Mike 52. Man out. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
We own them.
To throw is Price. From the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Kamara always got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rosen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Dolphins.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Check 50, check 50. Kill.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Price on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there, with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 93. Orbit.
Watch the backer. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Snap.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
I got you.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Go.
Now Price throwing on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Check.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Watch QB drop. 80.
Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen throwing left side. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Alert 3.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go, go.
Rosen to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Dolphins 20, Falcons 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm coming.
Price now to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go now. 91. 55.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Go.
Banjo. Mark 55.
Here's Price, looking to throw on second down. This complete to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 59. Mike 59. I got you.
Looking to throw. Price. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Quick dance. Come.
General West. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
On the run, it's Smith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 52.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons. Going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Safety's creeping.
Bravo. Get it.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
55 Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Check.
Go.
To throw his place. Throwing on fourth down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Check, Mike 42. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Better keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position.